today?
It's going great. It's been a fantastic day for Saturday Night Rocket League, and hopefully we can cap that off with an exciting game in the Titan League.
Yeah, there's been a couple of interesting ones earlier today, and I gotta say I haven't been the best in my predictions so far, but hopefully I can bring it back here with this high level Titan match.
Yeah, you mentioned predictions. I was also really wrong in last game, so hopefully we can redeem ourselves. Who do you have for this game?
I just gotta go with Gravity personally. Just looking at what they did last season, even though their run was stopped by this Pinnacle team, other than Mysterio, I think that Gravity just keeping the same roster and continuing their momentum really helps them out here.
That's a good prediction, but I've got to go against you. I've got to go with Pinnacle. It's not caster bias, it's Rockerman bias. And when you've got the admins team playing tonight, I think you have to pull for them.
Well, at least if we pick two different teams, one of us will have to finally be right here.
Hey, now you can't give away all of our secrets, all right?
And do you have anyone you're looking out for on either Gravity or Pinnacle? I know it's pretty similar lineups from last season.
Well, Dylan and Goff are two that you would always expect to pop off from Gravity, but Pinnacle's also no one to be messed with. I think I remember casting a game with KDN, and he just absolutely went off. So there's a few players to keep your eyes on, but all these players this high up have the chance to just go off at any moment.
Yeah, definitely. They both have pretty balanced lineups, I would say, and really a chance for anyone to just bring that magic moment and win the game for them. It looks like Nando just left the match. I'm not sure what that's about, but we'll just wait to get this one underway here.
Yeah, maybe he's molding, or maybe he has to switch cars or something. He has to
Yeah,
go buy that X Games decal in the shop.
that one did look pretty good. I'll have to buy that one later.
I think it's made me a better player, honestly. So, what it your prediction is Gravity, but are they going to win 3-0, 3-2? What are you thinking?
It'll definitely be close. I think this one could for sure go either way, but I'll just give it the classic 3-1, right down the middle, not really leaning either way, giving a hard prediction.
Okay. I want to see Pinnacle with the 3-0. I want to see them come out and just pop off. I want them to make a statement.
That certainly would be a statement against this Gravity team, and looks like Nando's back into the match here.
Yep. And most importantly, I want to see better mechanics than what we saw out of Ares popping off in the last series.
I don't know if that's even possible. He was just going off in that last one.
If it happens, we're certainly in for a treat.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see as this one will get underway. You have Goff and Nando on the kickoff here. And Dylan, he puts a shot on net from midfield. Caden will control it out of his own end, though. It's Goff. Cleared away by Nando. Caden, he gets a touch. Dylan's all alone here in Mysterio. He gets saved away from Dylan. Now Goff, he clears it away. Goff off the backboard. You're looking for the touch, but a good clear from Mysterio. Double commit from Caden and Nando here, and that'll leave Dylan with a clear. Goff up high. Towards the backboard, a miss from Nando. Free touch for Dylan off the backboard for Yor, but he can't get the touch. And it's really been high pressure from both teams to start out this one.
Yeah, this is exactly what you would expect coming into the Titan League. Just speed right off the bat as both teams registering shots and saves in this first minute.
Yeah, it's definitely been fast and more than I was certainly ready for from either of these two teams, despite how good they are. Now Goff gets a touch backwards. And that'll leave Dylan with a shot. Kind of clever from him there. Yor off the corner. Goff, he beats one to that ball. Now all of Gravity's in the corner here. Yor, he's awkward. He beats his own teammate actually, and now Mysterio, he's in the corner. It's a touch out. But Yor, he clears that, and there's no one in net. Or Dylan, rather.
Where is Pinnacle's last man on this? Is that pinch it ends up being a perfect pass to Dylan, who just hits a steamer on net, and Pinnacle just couldn't react fast enough, or I guess they cheated too far on offense.
I'm not quite sure what they did there, but with the ball zooming back and forth like it had been, we are bound to get misrotations eventually. So here's Dylan. He drops it down. Yor with the shot, and he 50s that one in on top of Caden's car.
Yeah, two people commit for that ball, and it leaves awkward spacing on defense, and that pinch right in is Mysterio is just a little bit too slow to get there.
And Pinnacle's rotations seem to be just that little bit too slow, like you said. They're going to need to pick it up if they want to bring it back to gravity. So now Dylan. It's awkward here. Back pass from Nando. Mysterio takes it in the corner. Back up to Nando. That one's searching for the top corner. That was close, and Yor barely got the save there. Goff, he beats one, but the shot's too slow, and Nando will get back just in time. Now Yori's in the corner. Plays it high. Goff was looking for the bump there. That could have been dangerous. Now Mysterio. He's going for a double. But he ran out of boost. And Goff gets that clear. And what do you think, Squirrel, that Pinnacle needs to do to bring the pressure over to gravity?
I think they need to do exactly what Goff was trying to do and go for those bumps. It's really easy to score when you take the defender out of the net. It also relieves a lot of the pressure, which Gravity has been putting the pressure on this game.
Yeah, they're not really letting go of the ball. So you gotta force them, and now Nando, he finds the shot from the corner.
Yeah, an unfortunate flick there by Dylan, and Mysterio with a great pass off the backboard. And it looks like Yor was just a little too late on that rotation to the back post.
And Goff and Dylan both missed that touch. I'm not sure what was going on there. Maybe a misread from the corner. Let's see if they can clean it up, though. So now Yor looking for a double in the corner, but Caden 50s it out. Now Nando dribbles it out of his own end, but blocked by Goff. Dylan, he gets the touch. Looks like Yor kind of doubled there with him. Now Caden, he 50s one. Beat out by Yor, though, and Dylan, he's looking for the shot, and Yor! Just off the post, though, and Mysterio, he was there for the save as well. A close chance from Gravity.
And a great save by Mysterio on the goal line, and that's exactly what you're going to need here, is they turn it into a counterattack, Caden putting it away.
And those counterattacks from Pinnacle have been deadly this game, because again, it's Nando off the backboard, and Gravity couldn't get the touch off the wall again, and Pinnacle's just there to capitalize.
Yeah, and all that started off that great save, and when you have someone that makes a save like that, it kind of catches the other team off guard, because they expect to score that every time.
That was an awkward spawn from Yor there. Goff just trying to put it in the corner and hits it off him. Now Nando, he can get the touch past Yor, though. Dylan, he misses that one. Goff has to touch it high, and Yor's there. Now Dylan, but a scare from Dylan there as he missed a free touch. Now Nando plays it off the backboard. Dylan pops it high, but no boost to follow up. Caden, he gets beat out by Yor, though. A great defensive stop from him.
Yeah, Caden went up first, and Yor still beat him to that ball, and that just shows you how fast some of these players are.
And he needed to make that touch to bail out his teammate there. He had no boost. Now Goff, that's high off the backboard, but Nando able to make the read. And Caden's there for the save on the goal line. Now Yor, dribbling it out of D. Runs out of boost, but 50's Mysterio. That one might be in, but Nando, he gets the save from the top corner. Dylan over to Goff, and it's saved by Caden away. They're holding on here.
And a big pinch downfield, but that infield pass is exactly what we like to see coming out of the Titan League players. They're so good at finding each other, and those passes really catch the defense off guard.
Yeah, caught him off guard, but still able to get the saves. And now as there's 5 seconds left, tied 2-2. Let's see if someone can get an opportunity. That one's high off the backboard. Dylan. Nando couldn't get the touch, and Dylan gets it, but it's just wide, and he couldn't find the net there.
Yeah, it looked like one of those players on Gravity was just a little too impatient and would have had an open net, but they ended up flying by it.
Yeah, just need to wait because the mistouches, they have been there from both teams. Maybe just need to calm it down a little bit in this game one. Dylan, that's high off the backboard. Yor looking for a touch and hits it sideways. That's kind of weird for him. I'm not sure what happened. Dylan looking for the pass to Goff. Gives it back with a shot, but not enough power on it to beat the goalie. Now Yor.
I was going to say, great positioning there by Mysterio as the third man, not getting caught out by that three-man passing play.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to really stay in that good position when the ball's just going everywhere around the field and eventually gets a shot. Now Caden, he plays it high off the backboard. Goff got a good clear, though, and that leaves Yor with a free touch. He just plays it high to get his team some boost. It's now Mysterio. It's beat by Dylan in the corner, and Dylan beats another. A great touch from him. But those corner plays, they aren't going to score goals.
No, at this high level, people can read those corner bounces really well, especially when they roll across. Those are easy touches by players on the backboard.
Yeah, it seems like both teams just beating players in midfield, but no real opportunities since that pass. Now Caden, he plays it into his own corner. Goff looking for an air dribble. Dunks out Mysterio. That's dangerous on the backboard, but Nando passes it down to Mysterio. What an important touch from him.
Yeah, great defense coming out of Pinnacle as they've got 10 saves on the game already. And, a near miss by Nando. That could have put the game away.
And the passes, like we saw there, just so deadly if you're able to connect, but just couldn't on that shot. Nando. Mysterio couldn't get to that touch. Yor plays it high, but that'll leave Nando with a clear. Dylan, he clears it but gets demoed. Mysterio gets the beat. Mysterio, he plays it high. Dylan gets the save, though, up early to meet it, and almost dunks Caden, but it's out to Nando, and saved away by Yor. And neither team can score on the defense right now.
No, a whole lot of saves coming out from both teams, and just pressure being traded back and forward as we're a game and a half in already with a 2-minute and 50-second overtime.
And there it is, Mysterio from the pass from the corner from Caden here.
Yeah, you can only play defense for so long until finally you sneak one through as he threads it between two defenders to put the game away.
And what a game of inches there as the final shot comes and it's just threaded between players like that.
Oh yeah, a fantastic game out of both teams, and Dylan almost 800 score on that game with 5 saves and a goal. No one else with quite an impressive stat line, but Pinnacle also putting up really high numbers.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. You talked about the saves, but the shots, it was 14-12 in favor of Gravity there, and just insane to me that there were only 5 goals in that game.
Yeah, it definitely, if the defense didn't step up, it definitely could have been a lot worse, but we're sorry for the delay. We are going into a server switch, as I think one of those players was having a little bit of a ping issue, and we don't want anything to mess with the competitive integrity here. But we'll get you back into the action as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that ping can certainly help kill a team. That might have played a part for some of those mistouches we saw early in that game.
Yeah, when a game comes down to the wire like that, you don't want anything to affect that, especially lag issues.
We do have the lobby up now as the players are joining on up. We got one team in here. Just waiting for the other, and there they are. It's now Pinnacle. They have a one game lead in this series after being down 2-0, mind you, in that first game.
Yeah, you called 3-1 for Gravity. I called 3-0 for Pinnacle. So right now we're both still doing really good.
Well, this next game we'll see whose prediction will go out completely here.
This will decide it for one of us.
Well, hopefully, for my sake, Gravity wins this game now. As Dylan, he beats one on the kickoff and he beats the entire team. Great start from Gravity.
Yeah, if you want Gravity to win, there's no better start than a kickoff goal as Caden just got caught a little too high up, and Dylan is going to score that every time.
It looks like both teams had such a high cheat on that kickoff that It was bound to be a goal for one team once that ball got stalled. Now Caden, he's looking for a flippery set-off kickoff. He gets bumped, though, and that'll push it wide. He managed to beat the defender, but the bump away just threw it off target. So now a couple of demos from Dylan coming out here. He puts it under one. Mysterio, he spawns in time to get that save. And he couldn't get the touch pass. Nando Goff looking for Dylan. That's up high. But no shot from Gravity. Actually looked headed for the top corner, but Caden's there for the squishy save.
Yeah, Dylan is having a absolute great game so far, putting on so much pressure for the orange team as he keeps another ball in and centers it for his teammates as puts a slow roller on net.
Yeah, maybe it was that ping, as we see it much more manageable here from him, and Gravity already with 5 shots, make it 6 in a minute.
God. What a great infield pass here by Goff. Just the ball 50s out to him, and him rotating out, passes it to Dylan, who puts it in the top left. Oh my goodness, what a great pass.
And the whole team involved from Gravity right now is dribbled the defender to make that space for them. And they're really looking like they want to win this game more, as they have all the pressure.
Yeah, all the pressure and all the momentum, and server swaps can really help swing that momentum in your favor, especially if you're coming off of a loss.
Yeah, they've certainly showed that momentum here. It's Dylan, he takes it from the midfield. Goff almost got a touch over Mysterio, but not quite. Dylan, a good read off the backboard, will stop the 2-on-1 he was in. Now flicks it high. 2 up from Pinnacle, but Mysterio, a good double to keep it in the corner. So now Goff, he dunks it drops down, but no shot immediately as that touch was too fast, but he plays it high and Mysterio gets the save.
Yeah, Pinnacle has 5 saves already. That means they're holding on defense, but oh my goodness, Gravity is just putting on the shots.
Yeah, Pinnacle's defense is definitely not bad by any means, but when they're facing this many shots, they're gonna let in a couple of goals like we've seen. So now he drops that down. Dylan looking for the shot, tipped on the bar. Goff, he missed the net. It goes off the crossbar again.
Yeah, if you're a Titan League player, you have to hit those. That was an open net that he just banged off the crossbar.
If you ask Goff, you say that'll be his classic. As Nando now off the pass from Caden. What a play from Pinnacle to capitalize off the mistouches from Gravity.
Yeah, a great pass, and it looked like Nando kind of pre-jumped him there. The trust that these players have is unreal as they just quickly turn around with a counterattack.
And Nando and Caden, returning champions from last season on this Pinnacle roster. The new third, and that one, Mysterio almost got it to Caden, but it goes off both posts from the players. Now it's down the other way for Gravity, looking to pull back their 2-goal lead. But Caden will drive that away. It's a good beat from Goff looking for the dunk, and now he has an open net, and this time it'll go in.
Yeah, just once again, great pressure coming out of Gravity as Goff gets a fortunate 50 straight down to who puts it into the open net.
Yeah, it seems like they're just jumping at everything right now, and it's tending out to work in their favor as they've won a majority of the 50s.
Yeah, Gravity is all over the field right now, offense and defense, playing fantastic Rocket League.
Mysterio now looking for a double, but couldn't find it. That's a great touch down the other end by, I believe it was It's going so fast I couldn't see the player. Now Dylan, he beats 2 in the midfield. It's an open net if he can get the angle. He puts it high. And Mysterio back just in time to get the save. And this Pinnacle team, it seems they're just getting back at the right moments to stop these counterattacks from Gravity.
Yeah, and we'll forgive that open net miss by Dylan because that was from a tough angle as Goff just buries another one.
And what a pass and a shot, 77 miles an hour there. As Dylan, he beats one and gets the bump on him. A great pass from him.
Dylan is doing everything he can. You can tell he really wants to win this one. 2 goals on 4 shots and making plays like that, this man is popping off.
And he almost got another one here. It's off the post and the bar. He's searching for that hack trick now.
Yeah, you can tell he really wants it, and just an unfortunate miss there off the side post.
This pressure from Gravity is just unrelenting. They're getting all players involved. Mysterio, he'll get that shot, but not quick enough to beat Goff. Now Goff is down the other end in the corner. He gets it away, and Yor couldn't get the shot. Now Dylan passes over to Goff, trying to get it high, but Mysterio pre-jumped him. Now Mysterio, he gets a pass to Nando, and it's saved away, but that pre-jump from Mysterio, what a great play from him.
Yeah, even though the score says 4-1, Pinnacle have still played a really good game, especially on defense, amounting to 8 saves in this game. But the offense from Gravity has just looked so good.
And the clock winds down here. It's a 3-goal lead for Gravity. Don't think Pinnacle will be able to come back from this one, but the series will be tied 1-1 as this clock goes down to 0.
Yeah, there goes my prediction, and it looks like Gravity trying to put another one in, and somehow it stays up. Both teams just, I guess, fighting for momentum going into this next game instead of letting the ball die.
It looked like Goff actually saved that shot from his own teammates, so hopefully Goff can figure out which net he's trying to aim at in this next game.
Yeah, and Yor ended up killing it, but a great performance, as it looked like Goff stepped it up from game 1, and that seems to be the difference maker.
And just looking at the scoreboard here, we have most players involved. I think all 3 from Gravity and all from Pinnacle involved in whatever they're trying to do. But what do you think Pinnacle has to do to get away from this Gravity pressure and get some of their own?
They've got to demo. They've got to just demo and steal those midfield boost, anything to relieve some pressure. Because yeah, they had 8 saves, but Dylan himself almost had that many shots. So that's not a realistic way to win these games.
And even if you have less pressure from Gravity, you can just keep stealing those boosts and hoping that eventually they'll have to let up and give you a counterattacking opportunity.
Yeah, but you have to change something, because if Gravity comes out playing like they did in game 2, then I think your 3-1 might be accurate.
We'll just have to wait and see here. It's heading into game 3. This will give a team an advantage in the match now. Goff.
Yeah, game 3, a very important game, because it's going to put a lot of pressure on one of these teams.
Yeah, it will. Being on match point, never a situation you want to find yourself in. Especially against either of these teams, how they play against each other. Dylan, he beats 2. Goff just gets 50'd from Caden, though. The last defender from Pinnacle manages to get the save. Dylan, he drops it down. There's no shot from Gravity, though. That one floats awkwardly in front of the net, but Yor's there to get the clear away. Mysterio plays it out to Caden, up high. Nando, he just drops it off the bar, but there's no shot there as it was floating on the wall. Tough ask from any of his teammates. Caden, almost getting the air dribble, but he forced 2 to go. Now Pinnacle, they're keeping up the pressure, and it's a flip from game 2.
Yeah, Pinnacle, 4 shots in the first minute, just decided they were going to play faster this game, and they're definitely putting some pressure on.
Yeah, that's really all it seems like. They're just outpacing Gravity right now. Let's see if they can keep it up here, because the pressure, as we've seen in this series, wins you games. Here's Caden. Dribbles one out of his own half. And 50's Dylan. I'll leave Mysterio off the backboard looking for a pass. But Nando, he started turning away, not ready for no members of Gravity to be there. And Dylan, he gets that save. Mysterio off the backboard. Now, Goff, he gets it clear. I'll give Gravity a chance. Maybe a shot. You're off the post, though. That was almost heartbreak for Pinnacle after they had all that pressure to go down 1-0.
Yeah, and if you're a Pinnacle fan, you really hate to see that because all that pressure and momentum just turned away by a near goal and a solid counterattack by Gravity.
That's a miss from Yor and Nando in the air, actually. And it'll be a miss from Goff off that shot from Mysterio. Just awkward laying around in that gravity box.
Yeah, Mysterio found himself in the right place at the right time as the ball goes to him as he's rotating out and just puts one barely over Goff's head.
Yeah, that was good placement from him to capitalize off a double whiff, which is quite odd to see in this Titan League. Now Dylan, he plays it to the wall. Caden keeps it in the corner, though. Now Nando, dropping it middle. Mysterio, he has a free touch, but Yor's there to make the save. That's scary from Gravity, though, as they tend to have one player back to be forced into a save.
Yeah, Gravity's rotations on offense and defense look really solid this series, as Nando almost slots another one in, but Dylan is there to make the save.
And Gravity, they need to be confident in themselves to be able to play this style, because if one of them misses a save, their whole pressure falls apart. Now Dylan, he plays that one high to the corner. Goff, he beats one into the other side. Now it's back out across. And Gravity, they're just switching fields right now with all their touches. Yori plays it high. I'll leave Nando with some space and boost. Couldn't beat Yor again. Now Dylan, he's up for the shot and met by Caden just in time. It looked like no one was there to make it. And to get that save from Pinnacle, though.
Yeah, Caden is a wall on defense right now, cutting everything off as Mysterio gets left in a one-on-one and the ball bounces to Caden, looking for a counterattack.
And I'd really like to see both teams kind of capitalize on those one-on-ones. Like we've seen Gravity, they've been on the receiving end of a few and unable to capitalize on that one. Now it's in the corner. And a demo from Caden on Dylan. We wanted to see him go for demos, but that one they're not able to get a shot off of.
And if there's anybody you want to demo, it's Dylan right now. He is having a great series.
Yeah, we've seen what he can do with all the time from that game too. It's now Gravity. They're looking to come back into this one. Down 1-0. Yor unable to get it past the defenders, though. That pass from Goff. What do you think Gravity has to do to get the goal here? Down 1-0.
I think they just need to find a way to apply pressure. That's something that we just haven't seen this game that was consistent in the other games is the shots from Gravity. Because we know eventually they'll find the back of the net, but not right now.
And Goff, he finds the shot. Pinnacle seemed like they pushed up a little too far, and Goff just waiting for it as it hits the ground.
Yeah, Caster Curse, I say they haven't scored, and then Goff, right place, and just puts one in into an empty net.
And that seems to be Gravity's specialty. They're always in the right place at the right time. There's now 3 seconds left. Mysterio, tie off the backboard, drops it down. Nando, he beats one. Open for Caden, and he hits the ball.
Bar down. You hate to see it. I know Caden's going to want that one back.
That's heartbreak from Pinnacle here. Because not only does Caden, he missed the open net created by his teammates, but now they have to go and play in overtime against Gravity here too.
Yeah, Gravity definitely a sigh of relief after that bar down. And if you're Pinnacle, I don't know how you recover from that.
And they're already on the back foot here. As Mysterio, out of his own corner, looking for a pass middle to Nando. But it's just in the corner. Goff now off the ceiling, couldn't get the touch. Dylan plays it high, staying behind it, looking for a pinch. And it goes in the other corner. Goff looking for an infield pass. He missed the touch, but made the defender commit. That'll leave the pressure on. Up high, Caden, he gets an important touch. And Goff there, committing as the third man and managing to win an important 50.
Yeah, Goff committing as that third man really shows how dedicated he is to keeping that ball in the orange half, trying to just apply as much pressure as he can, especially as this overtime gets longer and longer.
Oh,
And a ceiling pinch! Oh my goodness!
that one came out of nowhere. Pinnacle not ready for that one. And I don't blame him. That must have been going 100 miles an hour. Here's Caden. He gets the clear. Mysterio looking for a doink touch. He'll stay in Pinnacle's half for the moment. Goff up to meet that challenge. Mysterio will play it high, but Goff's there for the clear. Over to Dylan. He gets a touch past one, but Caden, he's in the net at the right time to get the save.
Yeah, and once again, the defense from Pinnacle is looking good. If it wasn't for that one missed rotation at the end of regulation, I think it would be over.
A double commit from Pinnacle here, but Nando, he rotates back from going for that double tap to stop the counter. Now Goff will get the clear. Both teams settling in here after that wild turn of events. So now Goff, he beats the person, Nando, looking for the dunk here. Now he plays it high. Mysterio beats out Goff. It's in the corner. But Dylan clears it out. Caden looking for a pass. And you're there for the 50. He might have seen the net open behind the defender going for the shot there.
Yeah, and I love to see these infield passes coming out of these teams, and amazingly, the defense is ready for it, but I know at lower leagues that would score consistently, as the air dribble by Caden in the 50 leaves the net open.
And what a play by Caden with Goff all over him, right behind him to manage to get a shot off and make it just awkward for that last man on gravity. That allows Nando to capitalize. And now Pinnacle, they have the 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Dylan almost got back to make that save, but it was just too much pressure coming out of Pinnacle this game, as they registered 14 shots on net. Oh my goodness. It's almost a reverse of what happened last game.
Yeah, what a way to bounce back from that game, too. It really seemed like it came right off of that kickoff. They had the upper hand. And credit to Pinnacle, especially Caden, for bouncing back after that open net miss on 0 seconds.
Oh yeah, it took them a little bit, but they got there, and they were able to seal the deal and give themselves the advantage, and more importantly, put themselves on match point going into Game 4.
Now that both of our predictions are gone, what do you think that gravity, what do you think they have to do specifically to try and keep themselves in this series?
Oh, that's so hard to tell because it's so close already. Honestly, it might just come down to a coin flip, whichever team just decides to play a little bit better in these games.
Yeah, it certainly is hard to tell. It seems like their styles of rotations are pretty good and really solid so far. Just need a couple of good touches and good plays coming out, and they could win this game.
Definitely, and I think it just all goes back to pressure. We've seen every game, the team that has had the pressure has won the game. So if they just keep the ball in the orange half, I think they'll win.
It's them on defense right now here. Now Caden, he plays it high. Dylan, he gets back and avoids the bump for that save, but it's still dangerous. Nando, he couldn't get the angle though. That was quite a tough angle for him. Now Mysterio pops it high over Dylan. It's off the corner. Goff is awkward. He can't get the touch. And Nando, he just manages to dunk out Dylan. But it's dangerous here. Mysterio plays it high, and Dylan, he'll get that one clear, and Gravity's finally out of their own half.
Yeah, a great offensive showing so far, and it looks like both teams just keeping the ball up high, trying to fill each other out as Mysterio finally gets it out of their half.
Yeah, just forcing the ball high and forcing the defenders to use boost to get up to it. It's what they're both liking to do here. It's Mysterio. He gets that touch, but that'll leave Dylan with space. Pops it high, looking for a pass. Goff up to meet it, off the backboard. It's open, and Goff hits the post, but Mysterio would have then been there to save it. And Yori couldn't get there in time to score.
Yeah, that's not the first time this series we've seen Goff just hit the ball off the post or the crossbar. Uh, Definitely needing a little more accuracy out of him if they expect to win the series.
Yeah, it's a tough ask with these hard shots for him to make, but that's what you need to beat this Pinnacle team. There's a great pass from Dylan, and Yor'll smash it home.
Yeah, great job getting all three players involved, and Dylan passing it off the ceiling, and Yor was there fast enough to read it, and you can only imagine what the comms are coming out of the team to pull something like that off.
Yeah, it's insane how fast they were up to that one. Yor especially, I believe, might have pre-jumped that pass from Dylan off the ceiling. So they have a 1-goal lead here, down 2-1 in the series. Now Goff will play it high, out of boost though. Has to force it over to Mysterio. He keeps it in the orange half for now. Caden. 50 by Goff. Mysterio, he's looking for another touch, but runs out of boost. A demo from Goff, that'll leave Caden last back. Yor gets it over middle, but over Goff as well. And Caden, he got that one clear.
Yeah, an unfortunate pass there that just gets behind his teammate. But they've recovered well, and they're back on the offense already.
Yeah, and Pinnacle, they need a goal in this one. And Gravity seems to have more of the pressure in this past minute or so, so we'll need to see Pinnacle switch that around. Now Caden, awkward touch, but beats out Goff. Looking for a pack pass, but not quite sure how close his teammate was there. Now Nando, he leaves it for Mysterio here. Yor will take this one out of the corner. Off the ceiling. Now Caden, he plays it high. Goff couldn't get the touch, but there's no shot. Mysterio dunks it high. Nando couldn't find the angle, though. And now Gravity, they just hang on after that ball was free off their own backboard.
Yeah, you expect a better shot coming out of Nando there, but I guess in a high pressure situation, it's easy to mess up. As Caden looking to control this out of his half. And Fishy, don't you think that Caden is playing a really solid game right now?
He certainly is, and there's no doubt about it. The way that he just finds teammates and manages to get saves at the same time, he's really been setting it up for Pinnacle right here. We'll need to see something coming out of him if Pinnacle wants to get back into this one. Now Goff, he sends it downfield. Caden over to Mysterio, but he got demoed. The net's open from Pinnacle, but Gravity couldn't get a shot off from the corner. Mysterio, he plays it high. Caden's up for the shot, but met by Goff. A great touch from Goff to save that shot.
Yeah, Goff definitely putting in work this game as the pressure is on Gravity to win this game, and it doesn't seem like it's affecting them any as they're on the counterattack, and another one off the side post by Goff.
He almost got that doink shot coming out from a clear. He did manage to beat the goalie, and that'll just relieve some of the pressure that was started by Pinnacle. Now Gravity, 5 seconds left. They just need to hold on. But Nando, he puts it high, and Dylan's there to meet him. Mysterio will keep this one up in the corner. Flicks it up, but Goff's there to 50 it down, and we're heading to Game 5.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the more tame games coming out of the series. But Gravity needed to win, and they certainly did enough to win, with Dylan putting up 4 saves on defense.
Yeah, it's quite a statement to say when a tame game is 7 shots for one of the teams and 5 for another. Just goes to show the quality of these two teams.
Yeah, but and even though it was tame, it was still fast paced and a lot of good mechanics. Just the score being 1-0, which is a lot different than overtimes in the previous 2 games.
And Gravity, we saw come out with a couple of demos. I believe Pinnacle had a few in that Game 3. Do you still think that whoever demos more will have more opportunities in this one?
Yeah, I certainly think that plays a role in it. When you're at this high of a level and everyone's rotating really well, those demos really throw that off, and they allow room for your team to work.
It looks like we'll be waiting for Dylan to join up here, be able to start this one. He had a bit of lag at the end of that last game, but still managed to get 4 saves and an MVP in that one. They do join up here, and we'll kick Game 5 underway. We got Gravity versus Pinnacle to take the series.
Yeah, and if it's anything like the other games, it should be pretty exciting and pretty close. Either team can take it at this point.
And already a demo from Dylan off the kickoff, looking for the air dribble bump. But a great save coming out from Pinnacle to keep it away. And a pinch clear now. Goff, touch middle, Mysterio, yes, a shot! And it's off the bar, touched away by Yor. And a great 50 by Yor. He beats all 3 players, actually.
Yeah, Caden does a good job. Off the side post. I was going to say Caden did a good job of cutting that off, but it didn't matter. The accuracy just not quite there from Gravity.
And already we've seen 2 demos come out from them, and it's really helped them out and given them arguably 2 goal chances. Now Goff, he has a shot. Great save by Caden. He doinks it off his own bar. But they're still at the back here now as Gravity, they continue piling on the pressure, and Yor off the post, and Goff, it's saved away by Caden, and Dylan's there to finish it off.
1 minute, 7 shots on goal by Gravity, and finally the wall cracks as they put one in.
That's already as many as they had last game. Gravity, it seems like they're returning to their Game 2 form and looking to finish this one off. It's off the kickoff. Goff almost finds the back of the net. These kickoffs, too, have been deadly from Gravity, almost getting a couple of goals.
Yeah, Gravity's definitely won the kickoff game this series with a goal earlier and then almost sneaking one in there. But a good chance coming out as Caden puts one in the top shelf.
And Nando, he just managed to 50 out the defender there. And Caden, he's just too fast to that ball and beats out the Yor at the back. It seems like that style of Gravity leaving only 1 man back to try and get the touch. Just outpaced by Pinnacle there, and that'll lead it to 1-1.
Yeah, Fishy, I think we might have a shootout here in this last game, as both teams putting up goals in the first 2 minutes.
And it's already higher scoring than last game. So we'll see Pinnacle here. Mysterio looking for a flick. Nando here, he has a shot, goes under a defender, but Dylan's there for the save. Mysterio, no boost off the backboard. He couldn't find the angle with his limited resources there.
Yeah, a great chance coming out by Pinnacle, but the defense stood strong, even though it looked a little bit awkward.
And Dylan off the wall there. If he could get a shot away, it was an open net, but it wasn't quite possible. Goff, he beats one in the midfield. Caden, he keeps it by his car. Looking for another touch. Gets bumped now. Yor off the backboard, looking for a shot. That one's going to be off the post, though. Again, it's so close from Gravity, but the shooting's not quite there.
Yeah, I was worried that the accuracy in the previous games would come back to haunt him as Yor just buries one from the midfield.
It seems like no one from Pinnacle was ready for that touch from Dylan. And Goff, you can call it a fake because Yor was ready there for the shot to put it over Caden and into the net.
And that's so hard to read when you're a defender because you have to believe that Goff is touching that one. And when he didn't, it just put him in such a bad spot.
And a bit of drama here as it looked like Dylan lagged out on that kickoff and forced Goff to go for it. Hopefully he figured out his internet here.
Dylan rocking the red triangle of death. But it doesn't look like it matters as Goff almost puts another one in.
Yeah, Goff and Yor certainly able to pick up the slack, and Yor, he places this one top right.
Yeah, it looks like lazy clears coming out of Pinnacle, just leaving the ball in a spot to where it bounces for Gravity to take a nice shot, and Gravity making them pay for it.
Yeah, lazy clear indeed, as that ball just cleared off the sidewall and no one up from Pinnacle, and that one almost goes in from Dylan. Pinnacle, they need to figure out what they're doing on defense right now. They're down 2 goals in this Game 5.
Yeah, they started off really hot in that first minute, trading goals, but now they find themselves in a 2-goal deficit with only 1:40 left to go. They got to
With a
get one
pass
here.
Almost a shot from Nando. I like the attempt from them with that 3-man passing play, though. As Dylan, he flicks it high, looking for a demo, but Pinnacle staying calm and just letting the ball go to the corner. A great clear out, but Dylan's there to get the save. That net looked open for a second to me.
Yeah, and one thing I would like to see Pinnacle do better is clear that ball to their teammates instead of just giving it away.
Now Dylan, he plays it off the backboard, and Yor, as the third man, manages to keep it in the corner and keep up the pressure. Now Goff, he floats it high up, looking for Yor. He drops it back down. It won't go in front of the net, and no shot from Gravity. Yor, he's keeping it in. There's less than a minute left here. Pinnacle, they're down by 2, but it's Gravity with all the pressure.
Gravity with 16 shots on net, and that's pressure that will win you the game almost every time.
Yeah, it's hard to try and save any of those, much less all 16. And Dylan, he gets a dunk from the midfield, and that one will just kill Pinnacle's chances in this game.
Yeah, it looked like a great pre-jump by Dylan, right place at the right time, and I guess Pinnacle, feeling the pressure, just pushed everyone downfield and left the goal wide open, as it looks like Dylan is going to secure another MVP for Gravity.
And you can't blame Pinnacle for trying to push as hard as they could at the end of this one. Down by 2 goals, that's what you have to do, but a great free jump from Dylan. Looks like it'll be the dagger in this one.
Yeah, and if you're Pinnacle, there is nothing to be worried about, because they played a great series, but Dylan and Gravity just came with the aggression and decided to just put shot upon shot upon shot on net.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about either of these teams' playoff chances with how they played today. Now we're just waiting for this one to touch the ground. And there it is, Gravity. They beat Pinnacle 3-2. And what a great series from them, especially in that Game 5.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a shootout, but it ended up being more one-sided, with Gravity putting up 17 shots on net, and eventually you're going to get some that go through, as Gravity finished the series off 3-2 with a nice 4-1 win in Game 5.
And especially, I'd like to shout out Dylan. We talked about him lagging out there for a couple of seconds, but he still managed to get a couple of MVPs and really seemed like the decider in this series.
Yeah, Dylan consistently played well throughout that series. He might have been on top for Gravity maybe every game except one. Even with the internet issues, that's really impressive.
And it looks like we have Dylan in the waiting room, ready to get him in for an interview. And here is Dylan. How's it going? You just beat Pinnacle 3-2.
It's going pretty good. Actually, it was really easy. So
Never a doubt in your mind, I see.
no, not once.
And you were really piling on the shots there, especially in the games 2 and 5, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think that your team did to really
that
get
last
all those
game?
shots?
We literally screamed like a couple times because they just kept blocking and blocking and blocking. When I scored, like we screamed in the mic. It was so annoying. But we finally broke it. It was actually a really good series, and we weren't sure who was going to take it.
Yeah, a very exciting game, and I know at one point we saw your ping go up. Were you lagging during that game?
It's actually quite embarrassing, but I told my mom before, because I'm at home from college, I told her not to get on anything, and she loaded up the computer mid-series. So I muted my mic in the middle of that match, Game 5, and I streamed Get Off. So I have to go apologize to her after this.
Well, I'm glad it didn't affect you too much, as you put up a stellar performance this series. Congratulations on that. And one thing I wanted to ask was, how are y'all's comms during these games? Because there were so many perfect passing plays that seemed to go your way.
We were really collected. I think when we got scored on, sometimes a little bit too much, we would just go, okay, go next. We're really adamant about passing mid. Like, we won't even say we're mid sometimes, and it just goes mid and we score. So it's really nice to have that chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
for
have
sure.
played together for a long time. And you have any last words for all the people watching right now?
Someone call an ambulance, but not for me.
Well,
I
thank
like
you. That
it.
was Dylan from Gravity here. They managed to beat Pinnacle, and now they're 2-0 from the first week. Just good showing from them to start out this one.
Yeah, definitely a great way to end off the night. A 3-2 Game 5 series for the content. Dylan, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
All right, and it looks like that'll wrap up this one here. As don't forget, there's Monday night Rocket League in 2 days. So we'll have some good matchups here. I'm not sure who won the voting here earlier in the day, but just keep a lookout for who will be playing on that one.
It looks like we might have Melons versus Rooks at one point, which is I think they might have been the ones that won the voting. So that's going to be an exciting game. Melons looking good as always, and I think the Rook be hot too.
Yeah, they didn't start out the best, but in scrims they were looking great, and they were missing Kairos, who was really great for them in those scrims. So looking to see if they can bounce back now with their starting lineup.
Yeah, for sure. And you can count on C Money, and you can count on the other media team to give us the best games on stream as possible. Just like tonight, great series all the way through.
Yeah, shout out to C Money and new media lead, actually Merely. Shout out to him as well for organizing these matchups. But I think that'll be all for Saturday Night Rocket League. Keep a lookout for players of the week, but thank you all for watching. And Squirrel, thanks for casting with me.
It's been fun, man.